back, swine, before you arouse the wrath of Dracula. Well, this issue right here aroused my wrath. This here is the last issue of Tomb of Dracula that I needed. And I was trying real hard to find a copy that did not have spine ticks, which I think is the hardest thing. And I'm okay with the condition of this book, particularly for what I paid for it. But for the moment, let's set that aside. I don't even know if I can hope to adjust. Yeah, well, a real brief story before I go into this. One day when I was living with rather unsavory people and in a bad situation, and I had my comics in my room locked most of the time, I had realized later that someone either had keys or knew how to get in there because stuff of mine started coming up missing. So one day I took the last of the cash that I had, bought a U-Haul, and I packed my whole room in like 4 hours, and I was out. And when I got to where I was going and I was setting up my books, I went to look for the short box that contained Tomb of Dracula and Werewolf by Night, and I could not find it. Now, while I did not at the time have a full run of Tomb of Dracula or Werewolf by Night, for that matter, I kind of set about at that time, and that was probably, 1998, that I started trying to put together a collection of those titles. Well, as it stands right now, I have only completed Tomb, but let's get at it. Well, what's up, guys? All right, we're going to go with the bad glare, aren't we? Anyway, issue 70 here, double-sized issue. Real good shape. No problems, no corner crimps, no nothing. We have here issue 69. I love that, the Cross of Fire. This one too is in pretty good shape. I have one spine tick right there, mild, doesn't break color, so I was okay with that. 68. 67. What's the sign there? Lilith, that's right. If I remember correct, this one has a spine tick at the top staple, or somewhere in that spine it's got a little tick. Yeah, I think it's right there. Love that cover. Tomb of Dracula, 66. In the crosshairs. 65. That's 64. This one too is real nice. I do have a tick right up there at the staple though. Yeah, I kind of remember the ones that have the ticks on the, on the staple. 63. 62. 61. 60. Great cover there on 59. A lot of these books from this last run here, I ended up buying at once. So probably the last 20 issues I bought at one time. This one here is nice. Yeah, that one there's pretty nice. The 58 being an all blade issue. So that's a key book right there to look at. 57, 56 here. And this one was nice too. 55. Nice skull cover there. 54. You know what? I'm thinking right now something that I forgot. But I'm not going to stop the video to go unscrew myself. It's not quite yet, but somewhere in the 30, I believe it's 38, 36. The issue 38 or 36, I have slabbed and I forgot to pull it out. So that won't be in here. Darn it. 53, 52. I like that one. All right, 51. Another Blade cover and issue. Silver Surfer here in the issue 50, which I really like that. Is that okay? No, I got a tick on that one. There's probably about 4 or 5 books that I really would like to upgrade in here. And admittedly, the number 1 and 2 are at the top of that list. Although I don't have bad copies, I still want better copies. There's 49. 48, what a great cover that is. 47. Issue 46. Issue 45 here. That's a first Deacon Frost. That's a key issue. First Deacon Frost, the person who bit Blade's mother, if you recall. Kind of love that cover here. Always love the Doctor Strange crossover in 44. 43 is a Wrightson cover. So those that follow Bernie Wrightson, that's a cool one to get. This one's got a tick on the side too, right there. And 2 of them, 1 or 2, 1 or 2. That might be a tick. It might be the Mylar. Probably one of my favorite covers. Really love this issue 42. Blade and the Dr. Sun storyline. 41. Issue 40. That's that team. 39. 37. Vampire Walks Among Us. So which one was it? 30. So 38. Issue 38 I have slabbed. Some ungodly high number that I got cheap. So sorry for the not having the 38. I feel like a failure. Issue 36. Always cool. I like these ones in the 30s, particularly this 35. It's got my man, Brother Voodoo, appearance in here. I'm not sure if that one crosses into Strange Tales or anything, because you're talking about these books are from 1972 to 1979. So these just escaped the 80s bubble there. Issue 34, issue 33. Gotta hand it to Dracula. He was always... he always could put his hands on some really nice looking ladies. Issue 32. Battleground of Blood. Issue 31. And if I'm not mistaken, this issue 30. This was always a tough one for me to find in high grade, but this one I do know is in great shape. You know, those little stress ones aren't too concerning, but that one presents awesome. 29. Got issue 28, and that here is also Blade appearance, of course. 27. Just great covers, man. Another great female cover. 26. All right, issue 25. This is first appearance of Hannibal King. So I would say that'd be a key issue there. 24, Blade appearance. Most of these ones in the 20s are Blade appearances, so highly recommend that. You know what? I did notice that that one had a little ink overage on the top there. Which is kind of sad because that's a good shaped book too. So, yeah, man, I've spent maybe like almost 20 years trying to put this darn collection together. Another Blade appearance here in issue 23. It's a Showdown. Actually, I take that back. I don't think that one has Blade appearance. Because in between here, is this one good? Oh, yeah. Blade appears in issue 21. Always with the flames. And once again, like I said, these are pretty darn good condition books for the 70s. Heads up, Dracula. Here's where I end your reign of terror with wooden bullets. Good cover here, issue 19. Everyone. Snowbound in Hell. Interesting. Love this cover to 18. This right here is the part 1 of the crossover to Werewolf by Night 15, which I also have and I've shown recently. So there's 18. 17. It's a Blade is bit by Dracula in this issue, key issue. 17. As far as Tomb of Draculas, I would highly recommend at least issue 1 to 25. That's where all your big action is. Beyond that, you could certainly get a few 2 or 3 key issues beyond that, and you would have a lot of the major stuff. But the first 25 tombs, pretty solid. Issue 15. Like I said, these are all still in that really decent shape. Issue 14. I always like that cover. This here for sure I would say is a key issue. And this one here is the origin of Blade. And I've shown this one before. I showed it before because see that little strap crease across there? I was always asking if that could press out, and I certainly believe that it could. Especially given some of the things that I've seen from some major pressers out there, you know, E-Rod and... well, he's the one I can think of offhand, but I'm pretty impressed with some of the pressers. That's funny. It's issue 12. I think this is the second appearance of Blade, and that's in really nice shape. Tomb 11. That was also a Brunner cover too on that Blade number 12. All right, and now the big dog, number 10. And I will say that issue 10 was a book I put specific attention into. And I mean, I could probably say that it's in really nice shape. I always used to think that issue 10 was one of my best conditioned books. Minimized most of those ticks and most of the problems, nice and centered. Hot book, issue number 10, First Blade. All right, issue 9. It's issue 8. Issue 7. Issue 6 is a Neil Adams cover. This one's also got a tick right there. I know on my Neil Adams, darn it. But that's what started me thinking, you know, God, I got to get these, you know, no color break, just a stressor. Like I said, I took stressors, but not color breaks. Here's where I slotted my number 5 in there. Real happy to have finally found a nice number 5. Issue 4. Had issue 4 for quite a while. That's in nice shape. Issue 3, first appearance of Rachel Van Helsing. To stalk the vampire. Always like this. This is also in very good shape. Loving that, number 3. And I am currently I've got 2 different issue 2 Tomb of Draculas on the hook. I got someone I know that has a 2, but it's probably a 9.0. And then I'm looking at a graded one right now. But this one here is in really nice shape for a black cover and a key issue 2. But it does have a few problems. Once again, I don't think any of that breaks color, but there are some ticks. And then I do know that this one does have, if you look down, where is it at? There. It's got that. That alone, I believe, is that is enough for me to be searching around for another one. And once again, my issue 1, Tomb of Dracula, is in very good shape. But if you know, it is not necessarily without its tick flaws. It's got a couple stressors, but in general, very good shape. Corners are nice. But I am going to get it. I'm going to get me a graded one, issue 1. All right. Well, look, I hope that people don't look at this as like, oh, he's just showing off, blah, blah, blah. You know what? I'm working hard to put together full runs of old Marvel. I thought that's what we as comic collectors tried to do. I know that may or may not be the case, given, you know, particular collecting styles or whatnot. But hey, this is pretty crazy that it took me quite a long time and a singular effort and decision to try to put together this run. So, once again, I apologize for not having that issue 38 slab that's in here, but I've shown it in recent videos. So, once again, oops. But that notwithstanding, there you go. Full run Tomb of Draculas in pretty damn high grade. So, there you go. Enjoy, ruminate on that, and I'm moving on now to Werewolf by Nights. So look for those coming up pretty soon. There's only 42 or 43. I don't even know how many issues there are. But it doesn't matter, because I'm going to slowly start hacking away. Here it comes. All right, well, I got to get out of here because Comics and Cold Ones is going on. Shout out to all the folks in there, and I am out of here.